Okay, now we are going to complete PowerPoint Lesson 2, Competency Assessment 2.1. So we're going to have this Born PowerPoint that we need to download first. So I'm going to click on that Born PowerPoint. And I'm going to do the Enable Editing, and I'm going to go ahead and save this to my desktop, so I know where I can find it later. So now I want to go ahead and open up a new PowerPoint. I'm on page 79 here in the textbook. What I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce the guest speaker at a meeting tonight, and I'm going to create a presentation, and I'm going to reuse a slide with information about the speaker from a different presentation so I don't have to redo it. So I'm going to first off open up PowerPoint, and I'm going to use the Ion template. So I've got the Ion boardroom here. It's this template right here. I'm going to click on that, and it wants me to use the purple sample. So it's the one I have selected here. I'm going to say create. In the title placeholder, I'm going to type in Citywide Business Alliance. Make sure you spell it correctly. In the subtitle, it's Guest Speaker, Stephanie Brown, or Stephanie Bourne. Now, the text file or text type for the subtitle placeholder is all caps, so don't worry about that. So now we are going to, I'm going to click off that. You can see what it would look like. So now on the Home tab, we're going to click, we want to add a new slide, but we want to reuse slides. So here on the Home tab, we're going to click on this New Slide button. And instead of one of these up here, we're going to reuse a slide. And we want to insert a slide from the Born PowerPoint presentation that we saved earlier. So I'm going to click Browse, and I'm going to browse for a file. And I put that file, remember, on my desktop. So here it is right here. So I'm going to select it and then say Open. And here is my slide that I want to use. So I'm going to click Slide 1, and you can see it put it in there for me. And I'm through with this navigation pane over here, so I'm going to close it. And now I have my Stephanie Bourne information here. And I am now ready. It wants me to print, but you don't need to print. But let's go ahead and go through the steps. So we would go to File and Print, and we don't want to print it in color. We want to print it in grayscale. So we're going to come down here to where it says Color and say Grayscale. And what that does is it just takes the color out of it. And we want 2 slides under the handout section. So instead of full page slides, we want 2 slides under the handout area. Okay, now we're ready to save this. So we're going to come back here and do a Save As. And I'm going to put it on my computer and browse. See, I'm going to put it up here on my desktop in my computer application assignments. And it wants me to name this. Okay, it wants me to leave the name the same, except I want to save it as a different type of document. I want to save it as a 97-2003 presentation. And here in my file name, I'm going to name Speaker. And I'm going to click Save. Okay, so here's Speaker. The compatibility mode up here lets me know that it is not saved in the 2013 format like the PowerPoint that I have open. So it lets me know it's in a compatibility mode, so there's some options in Office 2013 that aren't going to work with it. So that's what that compatibility mode means. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to go ahead and close this one. I'm going to open up PowerPoint Lesson 2 Competency and submit it for grading.